Welcome, Lumineers and fans of the happiest card game on earth. My name's John T, and you're in the Inkwell. For the first time in a little while, possibly. Eagle-eyed viewers of the channel will have noticed I haven't been around much the last couple of weeks. Don't panic, there's no issues. I'm absolutely loving Lorcana and playing as much of it as I possibly can, but I've just had an incredible, if slightly badly timed vacation. I missed both the LGS launch of the game and the big box retail launch of the game because I was spending 2 weeks in Walt Disney World. There will be a video on the channel a little bit later about my experience of the game at the parks, which includes some giveaways. And now I'm back and refreshed, I'll be straight back into the swing of things making content, so expect lots more videos very soon with all of the speculation, news, deck builds and other bits and bobs that you've expected from the channel. But today's video is just a quick one to let you know that we've had some news regarding Set 2. And when I say news, I want to point out that only some of this has been confirmed by Ravensburger. It originally came out from a secondary source. So I am going to throw wild speculation up there just to cover my back, but you can be pretty safe that everything I'm going to tell you here is fact, at least at time of recording. So we already knew that Set 2 obviously was on the way, and we already knew the release date, November 17th for LGS and December 1st for Big Box, again, giving those local game stores that 2-week window. I think another video may well be on the way regarding that 2-week window and whether it really worked as Ravensburger wanted. I myself, as a manager of a game store that is very keen on building a community for Lorcana, appreciated those 2 weeks as a way to get people in and get them playing the game. Fortunately, it seems like a lot of game stores consider that 2 weeks to just be a window where they could sell product as high as they could possibly get and make the most of people's FOMO while they could. But that's not what we're talking about today. It's just something that I've been thinking a lot about. But still, Set 2 at least, up to Set 6 currently, if Ravensburger don't change their current plans, will be going 2 weeks early into LGS, and this one is no different. We also know that there are going to be 2 starter decks. Again, that was something that came out a little while ago, but Ludivers, a French website, has been the first store to list these stuff available. I have checked my distribution here in Canada, and so far nothing is currently listed for Set 2, but it doesn't surprise me that Europe is getting some of this information early. Ravensburger being a European company definitely seems like more product and more info is a little bit more accessible to companies in Europe than it is in North America. But anyway, 2 starter decks, so far we don't know anything else. The only real news here we've had, and this has now been confirmed by Ravensburger through an awesome article by The Gamer, I'll link that down below, is some of the names of the accessory products. Now you remember with Set 2 when the accessories were announced, it was a way that we realized some cards were coming before we actually saw the cards. The Maui playmat, for instance, was announced before we saw any Maui cards, and in fact the playmat actually features the art from Just in Time, but still it's Maui on there, and at the point in when that was announced we never knew that Maui was coming on a card. So with that in mind, again, slight spoilers here, you know, if you don't want to hear this stuff until you can actually see the cards, you need to look away now, but the accessories have been announced to include Mulan, not necessarily a new character, but interesting to see her return, Winnie the Pooh, a new character that didn't feature in Set 1, and Sisu, who is the eponymous dragon from Raya and the Last Dragon. So nice to see Mulan getting some more coverage. At least we know that one card is coming featuring her. So far in Set 1 there was only 2 cards from Mulan Reflections and Mulan from the gift set, and Winnie the Pooh extends our card pool from the 100 Acre Wood. Currently in the first set we only had Tigger, so great to see him get more as well. Raya and the Last Dragon being a new IP coming to the game, which is very exciting. Also worth noting that it's the most recent IP as well, with the movie coming out in 2021, beating the previous most recent IP, which was Moana. So honestly, other than the names of deck boxes and sleeves and playmats and things like that, we haven't really got much news for Set 2. We still don't have a name for it. Ludivers have listed it as Chapter 2, but that hasn't been confirmed as the name. I honestly would be surprised if the set was just called the second chapter. I think it's a good idea for card games not to number their sets because it's very difficult to get people to care about a card game if they're new to it in a year or two, and they go and say, hey, what can I play in Lorcana, and you have to try and sell them the 7th chapter. So I'd be surprised if they stick with second chapter. I actually think that first chapter is a great opening, but now we'll start to see more. I can imagine the set 2 being called like the Great Illuminary or something like that. But again, we have no idea yet. It's listed as chapter 2, but this is a French site, so it's getting translated, and also it hasn't been confirmed by Ravensburger. The only thing that has been confirmed from this information by Ravensburger is that Raya and the Last Dragon, Winnie the Pooh, and Mulan are going to be on the art for the accessories, and then we can therefore assume that art is going to be from cards, just like it was in set 1. So it's going to be exciting to see. Saying all that, I hope we don't have to get straight back on the content churn for set 2 right away. It would be nice to have a little bit more time with set 1. Obviously, I've been looking at the cards, I've been watching everyone's videos while I've been away, but I haven't really been able to play that much so far because I've been down in Walt Disney World. Luckily, some of the people I traveled down with are interested in the game as well, so we had our starter decks and we played a little bit of those during the trip in the downtime. But any of you who've been to Disney will know there's very little downtime at those places. You're up early to get on the rides and you usually crash as soon as you get home. But we had a fantastic time, and it is fantastic to be back, and I can't wait to start making some more awesome stuff and sharing it with you. So what I would like you to do is let me know in the comments, how has the launch been for you? Has it been good? Has it been negative? I know a lot of people have struggled to get product, but I know a lot of people have been able to get stuff and have been out playing at their LGS. My store has had 20 to 30 people out every Saturday playing, and that is incredible, and I can't wait to join them this Saturday coming. I'll be down there with my decks and playing with them. So let me know in the comments, did you get hold of stuff? Did you not get hold of stuff? Are you enjoying the game? Have you been out playing it? Are you still just playing on things like Pixelborn and TTS, or have you actually got cards in front of people in a store? I really want to know, because I feel like I'm out of the loop and I need to get back in the loop. So thank you so much for watching. Love you all to bits. Until the next one, be good.